There just for a minute, Facebook seemed to have a little bit of a migraine or a brain fart. And all of a sudden, I was being taken away from YouTube and I was being told I needed to go somewhere else to Facebook. But I didn't. I have this phone. Oh, I left my phone up there. But I have this extra phone right here just for classes. So, and for YouTube videos. So I shut her down and I put Messenger on, but I didn't know I put Facebook on there. And so I think I need to take that off. But anyway, and so when it first comes on, it goes, bah, 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 you know, when it hits the Wi-Fi. Oh, I got notifications. It'll give you like a week in one day and in one moment. So I guess that's what was going on. I was trying to make it stop. I ended up going to Facebook. I have got some essential oils to open and we have class tonight. Now, we're doing Tincher class. And last week, I did Tincher class. It was $20 for that class. And it's $20 for this week. So everybody paid $40 for the two classes. And we did that class, of course, last week. And it's still recorded. And it's on the class page. So if for some reason you would like to go be a part of our Tincher's class, then you could watch that at your convenience over the next few days. Probably won't take it off till next Monday of next week. Possibly even Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll have to have it off by Thursday because we'll be doing another class. But in any case, so the Tincher's class is on there. And what we did is I taught you how to make a tincture from an herb right in front of your eyes. It took us maybe 30, 40, 45 minutes to make that tincture. Then we used that tincture to make a CBD balm. And we used Arnica, because arnica is really great for inflammation. A lot of people use arnica cream. Matter of fact, you can buy it at Walgreens. People buy arnica cream and rub where their arthritis hurts them too, because the arnica pulls off the inflammation. So I thought to myself, I'd love to make an arnica tincture and then make a CBD balm out of it. So I told you the recipe and we made it right there in front of you. As you watched, you got to see how I made the arnica tincture and how I made the CBD balm with it. It was a recipe for like 2 4-ounce jars, and we made those. We ended up having one 1-ounce jar left over. Hey Cheryl, have you been using that arnica CBD balm? Kind of, you forget sometimes. Do you? Since I know you've been busy. So, what's the other one that you use? The mean green. Yeah. All right. So I know it didn't have as much CBD in it as the mean green does. But how many times have you used it? And what do you think of it?
It provides relief.
It provides relief. It's supposed to. You're supposed to use that one every day, and the arnica is supposed to help pull inflammation off of your bulging disc so that it won't hurt as bad. So have you used it enough to even know that or not know that? Last time I give her something free. She's over there grinning. Anyway, and so anyway, so you're going to dedicate yourself to giving. She said, oh, yes, I promise I'm going to use it every day, I swear. She said, I've used it once today so far. And it gives relief, she said. By the way, it gives relief. So if by chance you would like to hey Linda, or hey everybody, if you would like to pay for both classes, which is $40, and then watch the other class, then tonight you would be here for the interactive class. And I always say, if you watch a class and then you have questions, you can submit those to Hillary. Hey Hillary, and then she'll submit them to me and I'll answer them for you because you weren't there during class to ask questions. So the only other thing I have to tell you about if you would like to be a part of the Tincher class tonight is that you do have to pay $40, but tonight's class is only $20. But you're coming into a Facebook page that already has the other class information in it. And that it was a really, really, really shouldn't have only costed $20 class. And you can also become a member if you want, so that you can get discounts on classes. So if by chance you wanted to become a member of the Inner Sanctum Soapy Groupie Club, it is like $4.99 a month, plus there's a yearly rate. You can pay that, and then you only have to pay $35. So actually your first class would have paid for your month. And if you're a monthly member, you get a free class every month and discounts on classes. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Okay, so I was good. Hillary's not going to kill me. Oh, last thing. You have to fill out the forms. You cannot get on the page till you fill out the form. She's got to have a copy of your pay receipt to prove that you really did pay, and she has to see what, like, she has to see that you paid for, like, the club membership and the club, cheaper class fee, or that you paid the $40. So you have to fill out the forms, and then she'll put you on the secret Facebook page. All right, and I did my job, Hillary. All right, so where is a knife? I need a knife. My kingdom for a knife. In this drawer here.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't think that counts as a knife. But then this was hiding under it. All right. Some people got upset with me because I told what we've been through with the house, and they said that I didn't have the right to tell those things. And I mean, like, it happened to me. I feel like I could tell it. But in any case, for any of those of you who feel that I shouldn't tell what happened to us, I am sorry. By the way, let me tell you something else that happened to us. The air conditioner just kept making this sound. And really what it was is it couldn't breathe. And we didn't know what it was. We'd already been, we've had to replace and repair so many things. I mean, this has costed us so much money. And if you want to know more about it, hey, Marilyn. Oh, hey, Linda. Is 2 videos back, I think it is. It says the whole story. Tell you all about it. Anyway, and so my husband, he's like, I don't know what that sound is. He said, it can't be good. And I was like, I don't know. So he decided to start investigating. So he started unscrewing things and looking at stuff. And he took the first thing he did was he took that little panel, the grid that's in your house down, and he took the filter out. And he decided to take his flashlight and look up in there. There was a whole chicken's worth of chicken feathers up in there. At the court appearance, she said that only one chicken had ever lived in the house, and that was because it was sick and it didn't die on her watch. And even if we didn't like it, there was chicken poo all over that house. There was all kinds of chickens been in the house. They'd even reported to me that they washed the chickens in the kitchen sink before they took them to the show for show chickens. But anyway, there was a whole freaking chicken's worth of feathers glued to the coils, and it was about that thick. It was like mud and dog hair, and it smelled just like poo. And I was out the door gagging and throwing up, and I'm like, I thought I had got all of the funk out of that house, and then ta-da, there it was. So I had to get up. We had to bleach it. We had to take a wire brush, and because you couldn't even vacuum it off, it was so matted. We had to scrape all that off, and every bit that you pulled off, oh, it was horrible. And I'm like, how do people do this? How do they live with animals pooping and peeing in their house to the point, and chickens to the point that their air conditioner coils gets matted up with ick? But anyway, so we cleaned that up, and now the air conditioner seems to be working appropriately, because I swear to God, we just paid that thing off. Even though she was living there, we were paying the bill for that air conditioner, and I had just successfully paid it off. And I was like, oh, don't let it be going bad. So anyway, so now y'all can fuss at me for telling y'all that. Oh, babe. So anyway, let's see what we got. I got this from New Directions Aromatics. And if you ever buy from them, I have a rosemary that I like better than the other. They sell more than one kind, so I must advise you. Hang on, let's see what this is. Boy, they even wrapped this up in paper. It's a glass jug, a glass one. I know, right? I know. I wish Essential Depot would start selling the big containers again because they're so like eco-friendly. Look at all this freaking plastic, right? Oh. Okay. I was trying to save as much of it I could so I could reuse it. I would feel less bad, you know, because I wouldn't be putting it in the landfill. All right, one layer down, one to go. See what I got. Oh, lemongrass. I really like their lemongrass. It's really good. I'll have to say that Essential Depot's is better, but those little 4-ounce jars, I just can't deal with that in a large operation like this. I have to have something bigger. I mean, literally, when I buy them in the little jars, I have to pay my employees to sit and fight the little plastic seal off, get the lid off, pour it into a big bottle, and make sure they get it all out, and it takes hours to get them all poured up. And I have to pay for that. So this way, it's already in a big jug. And this is the one. They sell 2 kinds of rosemary. I can't remember which one it is I like. Let's see. Because we've tried them both, and one of them just sucks. That's just all there is to it. It sucks.
Should be Spanish.
Spanish is the one we like, right? She's like, it's the Spanish one. It's the Spanish one you like. So there it is. That's the Spanish one. We like that one. And it smells really, really good. Is it the one from India that is it India that we don't like, or yeah. India? The one from India, it sucks. And these people are from Canada, but they just ship so much stuff that they don't have problems with customs, and they have cheap prices, and it comes to you quickly. French lavender. Oh, now about French lavender, in case you don't know, French lavender is the one that is more soothing and is the one that will just knock you right out. The first time that I ever got a hold of French lavender, when I opened the bottle, I spilled a little. And it was on a clean surface, and I just wiped it up, and I was like, ooh, we're going to smell like lavender all day. I don't want to waste that. It was just a little bit. Honey, the rest of the day I was going, oh. I'm telling you, this right here will knock you out. So this is a really great lavender to use when you're making a sleepy time soap. And so I really love that one. If you're making one for somebody that has, let's say, a calming one just for your nerves, I always do at least half and half with regular lavender. But my favorite combination is 3/4 regular lavender and 1/4 this. It's just enough to calm you down with possibly not knocking you out asleep. So, but when I'm making the sleepy time, I use only this. And like my cocoa butter and lavender, the French lavender has a much nicer floral smell, and so it is awesome for smell compared to regular lavender, which has a little bit of a chemical back note. It's just the way it normally smells. Even if you get the lavender buds that's from regular lavender and you shake them up, and put your nose in the bag, when you digest that smell, at the very end, you'll get this chemical tinge, and that's just a natural smell of lavender. But French lavender is all about the flower. It's very floral, but it's not as skin healing, where your regular lavender is very skin healing and calming. This one is just barely skin healing and super duper calming. All right, so here is tea tree. It's from Australia. I always, if possible, get the Australian tea tree. They are the tea tree makers of the world. They're the professionas or whatever it is, the people that know for sure what they're doing. And yes, I like French lavender. But if you're making it for like a lavender soap and people are expecting it to be skin healing, you've got to put some of the other lavender in there too. It's said that regular lavender is the most healing essential oil for the skin overall. I always use it in my eczema soap. And I got the lavender 40 42. I'm really not fond of that. I really prefer to just get lavender just the way it comes off the plant. My understanding about the lavender 4042 is it has been processed in some way to make it more tolerant of cold processed soap. And it's also a blend of several lavenders. And that's not my cup of tea, but when it come to their particular menu of lavender, that was the best I could find that was in a price range that we could afford for the store. So I got it, and we've used it. It smells good. We like it. We mix it with some of the French. All right. So on your tea tree, I want you to remember that tea tree is not safe to put directly on your pets. If I took a 8-ounce bottle of tea tree and poured it all over myself, I would fall into a comatose state. And that's what happens to your pets when you put it on them, and they tolerate it even less than we do. Their liver and kidneys just cannot work with essential oils the way ours does, and specifically tea tree, since it is something that could harm you in large quantities, it is going to super harm an animal. And there's been many people who have put tea tree directly on their dogs, and their dogs have died. As you may know, I have some videos I do where I'm washing my dog and showing it the soap killing the fleas and the ticks on her. Well, it's fleas, but that's a wash on, wash off use, and it's not the full tea tree being dropped onto their skin, and you're rinsing it rinsing it thoroughly off at the end. So that's considered safe, and you can buy, as you know, tea tree dog shampoos all the time at Walmart, even, because it is safe for the wash on, wash off situation. Now, the other little helpful hint I wanted to tell you about tea tree is that if you're using tea tree and you're going to use it, you can take it full strength and drop it on a couple of boo-boos. Won't hurt you. As long as every once in a while somebody's intolerant and that'll cause them to be irritated. But predominantly a little boo-boo, you can put it directly on. And so then from that point there to 100% of your body being covered in a tea tree product, like as in putting lotion in your tea, putting tea tree in your lotion, 1%. You can never use more than 1% if that product would commonly be used on the whole body. So you could sell a lotion and say, well, it's just for the face and hands, so I'm going to put 5% tea tree in there. But then if they put it from head to toe, it is harmful for people. So you have to make sure you put warning labels on there if you use more than 1% in a product that you would normally put from head to toe. And don't put it on your dogs. Now, one thing we do is we take cedarwood essential oil and we put it in baking soda, Just a little bit goes a long way. And you can sprinkle it on your dog, and your dogs won't go licking themselves because they don't get wet. When they get wet, they lick themselves. The baking soda is dry. They just shake a little and go on. They don't even think about it as something they should lick off. So it's a really safe way. We put some right down the back, some in the ears. We put some on the feet and the legs. We keep it away from the, the female or male area because we don't want them to lick it. We put a little bit on their belly, high up, and ta-da, the bugs won't like them because they don't like cedarwood. And then you can sprinkle it on their beds. You can sprinkle it in dog houses. You can put it on around your baseboards, under your furniture. You can put it all over your carpet and let it sit in, and then come back and vacuum it up. You can use cedarwood like that, and it's much safer. Cedarwood doesn't kill, it wards. And so that's really handy. And another little side note, I can't seem to help myself. A little side note that with the EPA, which is sort of like that's the agricultural department, you have to pay $100,000 to start getting a bug product processed and reviewed and get your license to sell it. You have to have a permit or a license. And like if you have this size bottle and this size bottle and this size bottle, you have to pay $100,000 per size of bottle. So when you go into Walmart and you see your bug killers and you wonder why they're so expensive, the reason they're so expensive is they had to pay $100,000 just to get to make the product and sell it in one size. So anyway, but they do have an exemption about cedarwood. Cedarwood's considered a natural product that wards bugs. So it is legal if you have a cedarwood only product to say that it wards bugs, and they don't require a license fee or any money or anything. And seems like on that, I take that back. I'm sorry, you have to pay $500 a year. That's what it is. You have to pay $500 a year to them to sell a product that has cedarwood in it that you say will ward bugs. If you sell a cedarwood product and you don't have anything on there about it warding bugs, then you don't have to pay the $500. And you have to pay that per state that you sell it in. But so sometimes when you're like at farmers markets and you see people selling these little homemade bug sprays and stuff, and it says, it has a little, the symbol with the bug, or it says anything, the word bug is on it, they're in violation. And it's $100,000 per product, per size, to create a bug warding or killing product, even if it's natural, unless you're only using cedarwood. And then you have to get your permit for the $500 thing per year. So when I was dealing with the EPA over my bar of soap, bar number 11, they told me the darndest thing. They had this one company that said that their products killed fleas off of ticks. So they couldn't do anything about it because ticks aren't controlled. What you do with the tick is up to you. And so if you want to kill the fleas off your ticks, they can't do anything about it. So you can make oddball statements like that. You can put in a big warning label on the bottom, DEET free. You can put that on any product, the word DEET free. It's DEET free, right? So that gives people the notion that this might be used to ward bugs. You can also give precautionary label warnings about use that would insinuate things, but you cannot say that it kills fleas off of dogs, or I don't even know if you can say it kills fleas on a goat, but anyway, so, because that's all agriculturally controlled by the EPA, but you can say it kills fleas off of ticks. They said there was nothing you could do about that. They were just laughing about it. Of course, I had patchouli in my tart warmer at the time. That was bad. That was very, very bad. But they was coming back, because I had said on my website that it killed bugs and everything. And we have all those soap haters, you know, those people that just hate you because you're doing well selling soap, so they have to turn you in. They used to turn me in for putting essential oils in my soap. I mean, literally, I was on speed dial with the the cosmetic people, the FDA. I was on speed dial with the FDA there for years, and everything. They'd always call me up and they'd go, "Do you have any pamphlets on your products?" I'm like, "No." No. I need the leaflets and the pamphlets on your products. Do you have anything? No. And they go, "So all you have is just your website, what it says on the website, and that's it." And I'm like, "Yep." "Okay, bye." So if you want to never ever have problems with the FDA, don't print leaflets, because any kind of material that explains your products has to be mailed to them, and we have no material. I learned that right off. Those wonderful haters helped me out so much because they turned me in all the time, so I learned everything I need to know through the turn-ins. Every one of those agents would always tell me something new that I needed to know to help me, and I'd always, explain my product and show them make sure they had the right link for the web page and all that stuff, and they were like, "But I need the leaflets. I need your printed material." And I was like, "I don't have anything like that." And they're like, "Okay." Then they were not interested in me anymore because I didn't have any leaflets, because the leaflets could be mailed to them and they could scrutinize them and they can give me little fines for every little word I said wrong, I guess. So I was just no fun because I didn't have any leaflets. Don't make leaflets. All right, so we got class tonight. It starts the store closes at 6. As long as I can run everybody out at 6, then I come back, and we've already started setting up for class, and I'm excited about class and all that wonderful stuff. And there's more classes to come. There's more classes you can already pay for. There's a new the intro to CBD, so that you can take the CBD gummy class is listed on there, so that more people, because I think 17 people took that class, so only 17 people is eligible to take the CBD, how to make CBD gummies class. So if you want to take the CBD gummies class, you got to take the intro class first. So make sure that you go and you get that CBD intro class took care of. And if you want to save a little money on it, become a member, and you can get the discounted classes. All right. I know there's something else. Who knows what it is? I'll think of it later on class. And I'm sorry that I'm so late dragging in here at the last minute doing class, but we've just been swamped all day. All right. I love you. Go take some classes. Oh, www.soapykisses.com. That's where you go for classes. www.soapy, S-O-A-P-Y, kisses, KISSES.com. And if you're interested in taking if you're interested in purchasing some CBD or anything like that from me, you go to www.essential-soaps.com. All right. I love you guys. You're awesome.